Years ago, I did a series of messages on the life of Joseph. I love to study his life. And I remember being so struck by a phrase that was used in Genesis 39. It's used a couple of different times. When the writer talks about Joseph being in slavery, you know how he was captured and put into slavery, the writer says, and the Lord was with Joseph. Then later on, at the end of that chapter, chapter 39, it talks about Joseph being put in prison. And even though he's in prison, you get that phrase again. And the Lord was with Joseph. So I want to ask you an important question. What does that mean? Really? Really? I want to ask you to think about this, to just reflect on it before we get together for worship on Sabbath morning. What concretely must life have been like for Joseph for that to be true? And the Lord was with Joseph. It's an extraordinary phrase that you're apt to just kind of skip over when we go through the Bible, but it's used over and over again in Scripture. It's a fundamental promise in the Bible. In fact, the main reason that you and I, as part of God's family, can be free of fear and face life with courage and hope is because of this kind of statement. Be strong, be courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So, for the people of God, God's presence became their greatest prayer. And the absence of God was always their greatest fear. So I'd love for you to join us this Sabbath as we work together to more fully understand what it means to walk with God. It's a life changing experience. I'm Pastor Randy.